and get it in.
Internal math in my mind to make the tracks go together. Then my mind, 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 then my mind. I love drum and bass. My mind, my mind, my mind, my mind, my mind, my mind, my mind.
G'day, wonderful people. How are you going? My name's T. This is Perth Scientology Audit. And yeah, hello to everyone. Oh, I haven't got my microphone in front of me. That's a good start. Everything's going a bit shit. I'm trying to get the interview video sorted, so please bear with me. In the meantime, we can just chat shite. Just say hello to everyone. Joe Bananas, hello. How you going? Nod your beeswax. Irish Mart, Sue Denham. Thank you everyone for being here. There's quite a lot of people waiting. I'm like, oh, scary. Who else we got? We've got Scientology up north. Thank you everyone for being here. That's awesome. And thank you for the gifted memberships, Irish Mart. That's just so generous of you. I really appreciate it. So what a weird and wonderful wanky week, hey? How's everyone going? How is everyone doing after a week of just, I don't even know what to call it. But yeah. How are we all doing? Excited wee child for Christmas? Oh. Oh God, I just can't believe this video. It now says 19 minutes left and I don't know how to play it. So I've been using this new software called Filmora to put subtitles and try and zhuzh it up a bit. And yeah, it's good, but it has to you can't just save it as a file. It has to do this compressing and all sorts of stuff. And it is just taking forever. Hey, Millie the Dandelion, how are you? It has been a wanky. It's been a wanky week. Not literally. Yes, yeah, it has. I think everyone's struggling, aren't they? And yeah. Thank you, Millie. I'm currently need to do my roots, but I'm saving it for the protest on Thursday. So this Thursday is Hubbard's birthday. It's still not even dry. I just quickly put some dye in and washed it and everything. And it's still not dry yet, but so thank you for the compliment. Yeah, it's Hubbard's birthday this Thursday. A few of us are doing some protesting. I'll be protesting at Perth Org. I've got 2 people joining me so far. One of the lovely protesters from Melbourne, D5, is coming over, which is just amazing because no one ever comes to Perth because I'm so far away. So I'm very grateful for that. She's going to be staying with me for a couple of days, so I'm really looking forward to that. It'll be awesome. We're going to have a girls' night out as well, so that will be fun. Yeah, what else has been going on? And Miriam up north, you're having a protest as well, I believe, in Copenhagen, which is amazing as well. I can't wait to see that. I wonder what the time difference will be. Do you have any specific plans for that? I think you're at work, aren't you? So you probably can't answer. But are there any kind of signs you're doing or... be interested to hear. Very good today. The worst of my head cold is over. Yes. Enjoyed a stack of pancakes for breakfast and coffee tastes awesome again. That's really lovely to hear. Oh, thank you. Oh God, I didn't think anyone would be waiting for me. That's great. Thank you. Lovely to hear that. I just need to get the bloody video. Oh my gosh. I'm a bit worried because I did a 3-hour interview with an ex-Scientologist from Sydney probably just over a week ago now. And then when I went, so he didn't have StreamYard. And so I recorded how did I do it? I don't even remember how I did it, but it was I recorded the Facebook Messenger video call or whatever. But I screen shared it into StreamYard. And then when I played it back, it was all crackly. So I'm really worried about playing this video and it not working, so you're gonna have to do a bit of a sound check with me. I wonder if I could just play it straight from the editor because it's taking forever. It still says 18 minutes. Actually, I can't even cancel that now so you can see the screen. how about, while we're waiting, I could talk about the stuff going on in Africa. So Africa has a place in my heart. I used to date a Kenyan man a very long time ago. I just think it's a beautiful continent. Oh, thank you, Millie. Thank you so much. Thank you. It's a beautiful continent with many, many different countries and a lot of people and just some fabulous people going on down there. And they don't get talked about very much. The continent is made smaller on the world map, which kind of really irritates me. Oh, okay. Secret details. I love it. Brilliant. Awesome. Why not? Yeah, so I've been delving into what's been going on in the continent of Africa. I found all of the Ugandan stuff. It was funny. So uncovered a scam going on in Uganda. And but I had all this information I was sitting on, and I'm quite a shy person, believe it or not. And I felt like I have a lot of information on a lot of different stories, but when it comes to presenting it, I feel, I'm not the best talker and I'm not very good at explaining things. So I kind of sit on them and going along. And then I found Journey's channel, and she had actually found the same scam as me. So then we collaborated, and that's how me and Journey got together and did things together. And then I was helping her out with the map, and got another show coming up at some point about some other things. So going on with that, what I do to try and save people from Scientology a lot is go on Facebook and search through posts, search through groups that are Scientology related, and just comment and say, did you know this? Did you know that? Could you look into this? I'll put links to websites and all sorts of stuff like that. I'll sometimes go onto people's individual profiles and send them a message and say, hey, because what's going on over there is they're setting up a lot of NGOs for community groups and orphanages and stuff like that, and helping people out in different countries in Africa. But they're also spreading their, the way to happiness, the drug-free world stuff, the Youth for Human Rights, and they are, thanks, Joe. I think the reason I say that is because I used to be a lot more confident when I was younger. And then since this latest thing a few years ago, I've been, oh, wow, Sue. I've just lost a lot of confidence lately, I think. I think it's when you become a mum, you just change. Yeah, right. Okay, 8-year-olds. Yeah, there's a lot of activity going on down there. Tricky Woo, hello. I don't think, have I seen you before? I like the name. G'day. What was the saying? Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on in Kyalami Castle. They have Sea Org there. I believe it's there. And a lot of people are going there because it's cheaper. Oh, okay. Well, welcome. Welcome to my channel. I'm not talking about Australia tonight. I'm talking about Africa. So, but I will be talking about Australia very, very soon. And I'm a bit unorganized because I'm waiting for this bloody video to render or whatever it's doing. 16 minutes. And it's really annoying me. So anyway, long story short, I've had an interest in Africa and exposing stuff, the Scientology stuff going on there, warning people, because they've got a bit more kind of free range over there, and it's a lot cheaper to set things up. So they're really pushing their front groups and, enticing people in. So I'm just going to show a little video that says that it talks a little bit about the history. Some of you may have seen it, but I'll just put it on anyway. So it kind of explains what is going on and what I've been up to and stuff. It's one that's on my channel already, so you may have seen it. Let's see if I can get this to work. Yes. All right. So hopefully I'll just press show and it'll work. So I'll see you in a minute.
Hi, everyone. This video is about Scientology's presence in Africa. Not just South Africa, other African countries. I've been investigating it, and I just thought I'd share what I found with everyone. First of all, I'll just talk a little bit about the history of how Scientology started in South Africa. On November 11th, 1957, an office of the Hubbard Association of Scientologists International opened in Johannesburg, marking the formal beginning of Scientology in the continent of Africa. One of the most sinister aspects of Scientology, in many eyes of its critics, is the way which it unashamedly designs to clear the planet. Or in plain English, take over the world and subject the entire global population to Scientology processing in order to rid everyone of their aberrations. So since the 50s, Scientologists have been trying to recreate what Hubbard called safe environments for Scientology to expand into. Put bluntly, the church has tried to take over entire countries. Hubbard formulated a policy of infiltration. The original plan, addressed specifically to South African Scientologists, was to achieve the following goals. 1. Get Scientology known. 2. Get Scientology established in schools. 3. Get Scientology established in universities. 4. Have Scientology established in industries. 5. Have Scientology in the mines. 6. Get Scientology into the government and the government departments and services. Hubbard attempted to do this during apartheid in Rhodesia, which is now known as Zimbabwe. Let me be clear here, he was all for apartheid. He claimed that they should use e-meters instead of guns, even though he had previously said that Africans were too stupid to be audited. And a bit later, he got kicked out of Rhodesia because of his shenanigans, and that was the end of that. But since the age of the internet and its growth into third world countries, this has been an easy way for Scientology to infiltrate with their front groups, with the promise of happiness and human rights, while simultaneously having thousands of slaves in the Sea Org. They seem to be specifically targeting charity groups that are there to help their communities. For example, the Way to Happiness advertises free booklets, t-shirts, hats, and the promise to support them with free courses. This is very tempting for people that are struggling, especially with lack of funding from the government. They're also visiting prisons, mosques and churches in different countries around Africa. During my research, I have found that they're also advertising the Tools for Life and other courses to primary schools, high schools and universities throughout African countries. The blue circles that are popping up on this map of Africa are either churches or missions. The red circles that pop up are areas that are being targeted. These are the countries that I found over just a few days of research. Who knows how many more countries are being infiltrated as we speak. I know a lot of these photos have probably been staged. In fact, I know 100% that photos in fake orphanages have been staged, but I'll leave that to another video. But at the end of the day, they're targeting vulnerable people and, most worryingly, children. Many of these countries have never heard of Scientology and don't know the crimes that have been committed, the human trafficking, financial scams, abuse of children and disconnection. In Ghana, they have tried to open an applied scholastics centre as well as a church. I've been in touch with the man that owned the piece of land that they were trying to build on. He was also involved in the planning of the church for them. They tried to recruit him into the Sea Org and he's since pulled out, thank goodness. Other countries I've seen stuff going on in is Liberia, the Gambia, Kenya, Tanzania, the Democratic Republic of Congo, Sudan, South Sudan, Ivory Coast, Nigeria, Ethiopia, Madagascar, Cameroon, Uganda, Burundi and Rwanda. They're using a network of some of their front groups, so the Way to Happiness, the Truth About Drugs, Criminon and Youth for Human Rights. They have combined these four into one foundation called the We Stand Tall Foundation. This team seems to be exclusively aimed at African countries. The aptly named We Stand Tall Foundation is targeting via the internet. They are using marketing strategies such as going on community groups and buy and sell groups on Facebook. And they're also contacting orphanages, schools, universities. They are slowly indoctrinating people, and I believe they are recruiting people to the Sea Org.
Actually, we are going to look at the meaning of ethics. And ethics, from the word ethic, actually means the study of morals. Is the study of moral.
They've also got their vulture ministers going on over there, staging photographs, which I've had confirmed by a man in Uganda. Again, I'll include that in my other video. I'm going to do a video specifically about the scams that are going on over there. So they also use this to indoctrinate them. They teach them a touch assist and everything, and then, of course, try and rope them into doing other courses. Scientology have always played the long game. They get them in very slowly with courses, and then they'll ask them to join the Sea Org. That's exactly what happened to my friend in Ghana. and luckily his visa wasn't approved. I've also come across videos of government officials praising Scientology, praising the volunteer ministers. So they're definitely trying to infiltrate the government and targeting the vulnerable.
He comes from Scientology, and I wrote here that he is Mr. Empowerment of Communities, because Scientology, and the lady sitting next to me there comes from Scientology. She tells me that they work on empowerment of communities, like he stood up and said. And this is what we really want to be getting engaged with you.
I've been spending a lot of time tracking down the people that have had the courses, to contact them, to warn them of the dangers of Scientology, but it is a mammoth task. We're talking probably hundreds of people. So if anyone would like to help me out, I can point you in the right direction. It would be great if you could help me. I'm currently trying to go through all the groups that have had Scientology advertising in them. But yeah, it's a lengthy task. So if anyone would like to help, anyone that can't get out there and protest and would like a job to do, please contact me. My email is perthaudit@gmail.com, or you can message me on Facebook or TikTok. I'm under the same name. Thanks, everyone.
So there you have it. That's what's going on in the continent of Africa. Yeah. So I'm not happy with it. Yeah. So I'll give you an example. So I'm still waiting for that video. So hang on a minute. Let me see how long. We've got 13 minutes. Right. So today I found another thing. You know, it's every day. The more you look, the more you find. So if I show you what I found today, because I was just like, oh, you haven't missed much, Snotface. I'm freaking haven't put the interview up yet. I'm just waiting for it. So today I found, so on Journey's, so Journey knows a lot of the buildings. She's trying to find every single building that Scientology has, like in the world, because on their website, they claim to have 11,000 churches and missions. So she's disproving that by making her interactive map. I should put her thingy up. Don't know, Joe, if you can put the link to Journey's channel. Yeah, and she's been working on that for almost, I think, 11 months now, you know, getting all the locations and stuff. So she finds all these buildings that pop up, and there's a Narconon in Nigeria. And then I found this earlier, right? So I'll show you what I found. When you could just put in Applied Scholastics in Facebook and then just follow the trail of what they're doing, you know. I don't know if this is working. Let me just check. Let me see. There we go. Yeah. So I just put in Applied Scholastics Ghana, because I was trying to find the original post that I was calling him Ghana Man, because I didn't know whether he wanted to be anonymous or not before I did the interview, but he doesn't care, so he's all good. So yeah, I found this. The Azaiki Foundation will fund scholarships and human capacity building in Nigeria. You know, and then you've got these, you can see behind the third, the third barrier to stop learning, I'm guessing, because there's three things. Applied Scholastics, there's three things. There's the misunderstood word, there's the clay demos, and then, what is it? I can't remember what the other one is, but yeah, you can see that in the background there, with the man scratching his head. Oh, what does that word mean? I think I'll look at a dictionary. Yeah, and then, you know, all the stuff in the background. So this is like the whole thing going on. You know, beautifully posed photos. I'm going to dive into this and contact people about this, because I don't like this. And this is what they do, you know. Some of these beautiful African people are trusting, and they, you know, you'll find out in the interview. I mean, this is in Liberia. You know, there are places that don't have any money, don't have any infrastructure, you know, and the Scientology can come along and save the day. They're going to take you, aren't they? But yeah, it shits me to tears. It really does. And I've actually got a copy of this. So when I went to London Org, the lady was so nice. I ended up buying 2 books, which I'm very ashamed of. I got Dianetics, and I got this bloody book here, Learning How to Learn, and I've never opened it. It's still in the plastic, you know, because So I just can't. It gives me the heebie-jeebies. So yeah. Oh, thanks, Joe. So basically, one building for every 2 scientists in the world. Oh yeah. So I didn't finish that. So Journey, there are only, I think, just over 900 buildings she's found, and that's not the churches and missions. That's the churches and missions, and all the Narcanons, all the applied scholastic centres, all of the Scientology schools, the Dianetics centres, like anything to do with it, even Scientologists businesses like dentists and things like that. I think she's starting to add in Clearwater and things, anything, Hubbard Life Centres. So yeah, there's no way that there's 11,000 churches and missions. There just isn't. So again, these faked statistics and numbers and stuff, you know. So yeah, it's bloody terrible. And yeah, like you'll see when it uploads, you know, this guy they were recruiting him to the Sea Org. Come on, 12 minutes 23 seconds. And then hopefully I can open it and it will play and it won't be crackly. So I'll just shut up when I'm playing it. You'll just have to let me know. Yeah, I don't really know what else to talk about now. I can show you the Uganda video. Did I make a short of the Uganda stuff? Oh, I did, yeah. I'll show you the video of the Uganda scam, yeah?
Can something be done about it? This is the face of a scammer. This woman has been organising fraud and deception in African countries since 2022 and using Scientology's volunteer ministers by paying them small amounts of money to stage photographs at schools and disaster sites.
Yeah, they found me on Facebook and, they are scamming people in the US as well as people here in Uganda.
The faces of these children she claims to be orphans are not orphans. The boy in this photo isn't even from Wanga. It was stolen from another foundation's post on Twitter. There is no orphanage in Wanga Parish, but there is a private school, which is where the photos are being taken.
There is not any orphanage at all. It is a private school.
She claims to want to create sustainable villages all over Africa by providing chickens, goats and other livestock, as well as seeds to plant their own crops. There have been many posts with photos of updates that are not only inconsistent, but outright false at times, using photos that have just been taken off the internet.
They go to a friend's farm and take pictures, so those projects are non-existent.
Here are another couple of examples of stolen photos, claiming these people were hunting for their village in Wanga, when in fact they were taken far away in northern Uganda. Another photo, this time of children from Burundi, not Uganda, taken at a much earlier date than the one on her post. There have also been multiple posts asking for help to install a fresh water tap in various different villages. $160 a time. Many Scientologists were happy to help. But as shown in these pictures, it was a fake story. The photo wasn't even from Uganda. It was taken in Kenya. One of the most disturbing things, in my opinion, is the way that children are being exploited in this grand scheme. According to my source, they have been paraded as orphans when in fact they are actually regular kids that are attending the local private school and paying school fees. According to statistics in Uganda, only 30% of children manage to get to school, so I can imagine that the parents would be extremely proud of this accomplishment. To have them called orphans is incredibly disrespectful. In other posts, money has been asked for to get plates and cups, and then photos of children eating their lunch are shown a few weeks later using parent cups and plates that have been paid for by the donors. This is also false. The ringleader, who lives in Clearwater, has been getting a lot of praise on all these posts of what a good person she is, when in reality she is exploiting young children and taking advantage of adults who live in a third world country. The level of greed and deception disgusts me. To go into someone's community and promise them things, giving them false hope to make money out of it, is sickening. These stats and images are then forwarded to the Church of Scientology for them to use in their propaganda. There are so many other photographs and scenarios that I have evidence for, but I'll share them on another video. I have reported everything to the appropriate authorities, including the FBI, and I'll keep you updated as things go on.
They do parade innocent civilians and, take picture and send back to the US. But what hurts most is just these kids being paraded to be beneficiaries of, orphanage and all that stuff when they are not. So these are innocent kids.
Yes.
They know nothing about what is going on. So using them in illicit and scamming, activities, it is very dangerous to them.
If you would like to support my channel, please consider buying me a coffee by following the link in my channel's description. Thank you so much for watching, and I appreciate your support.
Oh, where have I gone? I clicked myself off. Yeah, so that's what's going on. That's just one story in Uganda. There's quite a few. Oh, Joe, thank you. I am trying to get some money together for my flights to Melbourne next month. Scientology musings. Listen, if anyone is not following this channel, subscribe to this channel, please do. They are amazing. Oh, right. Oh, who's that? Okay. What country is that in, please, Sue? I will look into that. Tea, a wee coffee. Next live you do, you should put Scientology to show up as live. Oh, no. Oh, I wonder if I can change the description now. I'll put it in. Hang on. No, that's really important. Thank you. If I put it in the description now, I wonder if it will I'll put F Sciento. All right, so I've just saved it in the description. Thanks for that. I need to. Oh no, I can't. No, I can't do it. I was up there the other day and I hadn't put the hashtag in, so I'll just have to hope. So what was I saying? So going back to what I just showed you. Oh, let me give you that bloody comment. Get out of the way. So I saw people asking a few questions. What did you say? Let me see. Yeah, so the school fees. So in a lot of African countries, you have to pay to go to school, and you have to it's the law, I believe, to wear a uniform, because you always see them in these kind of proper matching uniforms. So the parents are paying for them to go to school, and what was happening is, so I'll tell you the story, because I need to do like a kind of, I interviewed that guy as well, so, but I haven't put it up because I did it with Journey, and I showed some of the interview, or phone call with him, and it was a video call and everything. I like to have the receipts, and so what happened was, oh gosh, it was so long ago now. How did I find it? I was looking up the volunteer ministers, because bloody, I don't know, I don't like any of the front groups. I don't like Scientology at all, but I just focused on the volunteer ministers, and I was looking into it, and then I came across the Ugandan thing. I don't even remember how it happened, but anyway, it doesn't matter. Basically, there was this guy who was a volunteer minister, and I got in touch with him because I saw him commenting on a post saying, these people are scammers and I was not paid. So I messaged him and I said, what's going on? I've seen you commenting. And he said, I was working. So it's this one woman in Clearwater, and I believe she's just been doing the rundown you do just before you start go clear, or start the clear thing. So she's on her way to going clear. She's going up the bridge. So obviously she's going to need money in that. No excuse. She is or was in the Sea Org. I'm not sure if she still is. I've got a picture of her in the uniform. I don't want to reveal her name. I don't want to give her a heads up. But anyway, so this guy, I spoke to him and he told me everything that was going on, because what we'd seen, me and Journey had seen her asking for donations for plates, cups, knives, She said that they needed school books and clothes and all of this crap, right? Then it was like water taps, and then they were building an orphanage. They were putting these photos up of these kids and saying, oh, look at the orphans, and we really want to build them an orphanage. And there's this one big donator who has donated thousands and thousands of dollars to this woman. And then they showed that like this building being built and stuff. And it was all fake. These kids aren't orphanages. They are children going to this school. So there was 2 men involved. One of the men actually owned the school. It was his school. Looked into his background and found out that he had been thrown out of a school in Uganda's capital for money laundering, like stealing money from the school. So he'd been sent, and then it's kind of like with the police, because I spoke to him about all of this. I said, like, so what did he get caught? Did he get charged? Did anyone go to the police? And he said, it's not like that here. People run you down the street and sort it out amongst themselves because the police are corrupt or, they don't care. So they ran him out of town and he went into this kind of like remote village. The nearest city for anyone that knows Uganda is Mbale. So it was a little bit out of there in the middle of like farming country. And I believe he's the head teacher of this school. So he found out about the Scientology volunteer. Oh, it doesn't? Oh, bugger. Hang on a minute. Let me go on to... Sorry, I'm getting sidetracked. It's important to me that this gets out because I think that the smaller countries that aren't spoken about need to be spoken about. They need support and, thinking about too. Hang on, I'm just, because I haven't even got YouTube up at the moment. If I go onto the live, can I change the description through like that and put a hashtag? Let me see. Sorry, guys. There's just so many stories like this as well, and it's hard to keep up with them all, but I'm doing my best with what little time I have. I do work a lot and whoops. Oh, there we go. Now it's going to be echoing. Woo, stop. Okay. It's my knickers. What the hell am I looking at here? Sorry, I've got some random stuff going on. All right. Let's see if I can. It says edit video, so I should be able to change the description. Sorry, guys. I know you can't see what I can see. I will get back to my story in a minute. My computer's so slow. I got it off a guy on Facebook. All right, here we go. I'll put a hashtag. Like it's a rebuild, but it was a piece of shit. It didn't even have a thingy that lets you go on the internet. I'm like, what? But he was playing Subnautica on it when I went and looked at it, so I assumed it did. What am I doing? So F-Sciento. Put that on, and then hopefully it will come up. Let me know. Maybe refresh. Give it a couple of minutes, and then refresh, and we'll see. Thank you for reminding me. Thank you so much. Right, okay. Yeah, that's it, So anyway, so this is the one guy, his name's Martin, right? His name's Martin. He's the headmaster. He gets involved in the volunteer ministers. A thingy, yes, Peter. A thingy. Hello and welcome. Came in just at the right moment there. Fucking hell, what was I saying? Headmaster Martin finds this woman, she gets him into the volunteer ministers, and I don't know how it came about with them, but they started kind of like obviously starting this like scam, right? And they ended up taking on this other guy called Richard, and he's the one that I got in touch with, and he said, oh, they ripped me off and they didn't pay me. So what they'd asked him to do was come in and teach the children English. And they were going to, he was trained up as a volunteer minister. He was going to come in, teach the children English, and they were going to pay him to do it for a year. Well, he did, I think, a month. And Martin started asking him, like, he did participate in, because he got driven out there. It's in the middle of nowhere. It took hours and hours to get there. And then he's put in this position where he's being asked to take these photos of these kids. And so they were staging the photos, and then it was like, quick, change clothes, go over here, do another thing. They were saying that they were asking for donations for seeds to plant crops, to buy pigs and chickens and all sorts of stuff. And so I had a really good chat with this Richard, and it's all recorded. And he said, no, they're not orphans, they're regular children going to this school. And the pigs and chickens and the crops and everything is actually, Martin has a farm as well. So he's, it's all staged. And so Richard was like, I don't want to be part of this, And so he left. I don't know how he left. And he never got paid. And he's actually doing a law degree at uni, and he was about to do, hey, Jodie Q, he was about to go into his second year, and they promised they would pay for that. And they didn't. And so then he never got to do it. So I just felt really bad for him. Again, this false hope, but got a lot of information out of him. So there was stage photos of the children, but then there was the asking for money for a water tap, and putting up images of these children dancing around the water tap and all of that. So I reverse image searched all of the images, and quite a few of them, I'd say probably about 50% of the images she was putting up were actually taken from somewhere else. As I sort of showed, I know that video is very quick and it's kind of flashing, and but there was a lot of stolen photographs. So people are forking out money. The orphanage, this woman had paid thousands and thousands of dollars towards this orphanage. It wasn't being built. It was where one of the classrooms had got damaged and they were fixing it. Oh, lovely. That would have been Irish Mart, I think. So yeah, thank you, Irish Mart, for gifting Jodie Q a membership. Thanks, guys. So like, how freaking awful was that? So me and Journey actually physically went to the nearest FBI office to her, and explained everything to them. She did a whole video talking about it. She was really nervous going there. They take everything off you and scan you and all of this stuff. And they didn't really want to know about it until she said that the photos were false and taken from somewhere else. It's a cybercrime, and it's American people ripping off another American person and stuff. Because apparently it's okay to stage photos and say that it's something it's not. That's not illegal. But extorting money out of people was freaking shocking. And so the FBI, the final kind of word with them was, we'll investigate. There's now an investigation open, but we can't tell you anything that happens with it. And we can't. And we were like, well, even if it is a successful operation or not, no, they can't tell us anything. They can't tell us when they've caught her or anything. They can't give you any details. So that's just how it goes. Thanks, Darth Beaver. That would be awesome. Yeah, there's a lot going on with Uganda, and then I had the whole Ghana story, which is what I'm trying to show. Let's see how far it is with the uploading. 3 minutes and 46 seconds. Yeah. So yeah, the Ghana thing is a completely different thing. That's really random. How do you know people in Uganda? That's so cool. Let me know. Because there are random people. So like Keela from Mental Health Matters, she was born in Nigeria. So she has Nigerian connections and stuff like that. Like I love it. I love all this. I love being on YouTube and meeting people from all around the world. I had one of my best friends was from Ghana as well, and he used to go over there every year and talk to me about it. So, I was meant to go over there with him as well. Yeah, so Uganda is really corrupt, and I do talk to the guy that I interviewed about the stuff that I discovered in Uganda as well. So it's really interesting. I'm sorry for keeping you all hanging like this. It's really irritating. Oh my gosh! Literally, I put it on, and it was supposed to take half an hour at 7 o'clock, and then I was streaming at 8:30, and it still hasn't done it. Oh, okay. Oh, lovely. Yeah. Oh, nice. Yes, it's all one world, one love. That's how I look at it. And Oh, thanks, Millie. I try to be. I do the best I can with the time I have. If I had more time, oh my God. And I'm the only one here in Perth. And it's, you know, Australia is such a massive country, and there's like me over this side, and then everything else is on the other side. So you've got like Melbourne and Sydney and Canberra. It's all on the other side. But there's no one here because it's such a sparsely populated state. So I don't have anyone to come out protesting with me, and I don't really want to go by myself. So I don't go out there very often. I would be out there every day. I don't know. I should just go, even just to sort of track their movements or see how many kids are going in and out. I do need to start doing that a bit more. It's just difficult with work. I do have wire fraud. I had 3 jobs. I now have 2. I have given one up. It was only a little job. So do you know if it was reported for wire fraud? So the payment side of it, oh, that was the other thing I did as well. So the payment side of it is kind of, it was weird because he was giving out his Western Union details, and oh, thanks, Joe. And the lady, she actually started up a website. Oh, brilliant, Amy. Thanks for letting me know. That's great. Yay, I'm live. Hey, everyone. Yeah, she started up a whole website and stuff. This is the other part of the story. And it had like a, first of all, there was a GoFundMe. That got shut down. Then on this website, there was like a donation kind of thing you add onto a site, like a, what do you call it? Like a platform thing, like an outside platform. And because she was scamming, I actually contacted this platform. I can't remember what it was called now. I did do a video about it. And I said, look, this is a fraud. This is a scammer, and they removed her from the platform. So she didn't have any way to get donations again. Then she put up another platform, and I looked into who owned it because I was like, well, you know, you've got to check, because I don't want to go messaging them and then it's a Scientology run thing. I just had an inkling. And so I looked it up, and the 3 founders of this donation platform thing, out of 3 of them, 2 of them had connections with Scientology. So I was like, damn it, you know, and I did message them anyway, and they haven't answered, and it's still going. So at the moment, she still has a way of getting donations. I'm very, very tempted to go to the people directly who she is donating to with the proof I have, and saying, look, you know, you're being conned. So yeah, okay. Yeah, so if it's for donations, well, you would hope that they would look into this. I just wish I knew what they were doing. We'll see. But I mean, if I don't see any action on it in the next sort of, I reckon, just a few months. So how long ago did we report it? It must be about 6 months ago we reported all of this. Yeah, I think I might talk to Jodie about it. I don't want to do anything without her. 1 minute and 15 seconds to go, guys. Sorry. Yeah, so okay, so the payment cards, they're donating, and the donations is fake. Yeah. Yeah, email me if you have any info, anything you'd like me to investigate. Definitely. I love it. Sorry, I'm like just waiting this sunny video. Thanks, Amy. I didn't know are you an ex-Scientologist? I didn't know that. I think you said something about it the other day, and I was like, oh my God, I never knew. Yeah, and I really want to get involved with the meetings and see, different agencies. Yeah, definitely. I'd love to get involved with the meetings and stuff, but they're on in the middle of the night for me, you know. I don't know if it would help. I've never actually seen, I've heard snippets kind of bit here and there of Miriam talking at the meetings and stuff. I don't know if it would be helpful for me to say anything, you know, that it's, I mean, I don't know what Miriam says. Thanks, Joe. You didn't have to do that. Thank you, darling. What would I say if I was on the phone in one of those meetings, just to say, like, you know, it's going on down here as well, or, you know, it needs to be stopped, just sort of verifying that it's happening everywhere. Yeah. 25 seconds. Come on. 23. 22. I'm sorry, I'm not as organized. I'm never organized though. If you know me and you're used to me, you know I'm not an organized person. Okay, yeah, all right, I'll look into that. Thank you, Lapita. My Western Union is Darth Beaver. yeah. No, but you have to put in your address and all that shit, don't you? Or they're like a phone number and stuff. Pretty sure you have to do that. Oh, you're not? Oh, okay. Category of people who unwittingly marry public ones and get harassed about going, oh my God, I can only imagine, mate. Yes. Oh, wow. It's the final. I love that song. Oh, here we go. Right, it says 0. Oh, no. Is it starting something else? Hang on a minute. Oh, it's all gone black. Come on. I think just because my computer is so slow, there's oh, now it says it's not responding. Don't do this to me. What was that noise? Converted successfully. Open folder. Okay, let's see. All right, so now what do I do? Oh my goodness. I shouldn't do a live on a new thing. So if I play it in my player on my computer and share the screen, technically that should be okay. I hope. A boxing kangaroo would be cool. I went to, so there used to be this pub and they had all these, you know, if they're around people all the time, they get to be kind of tame and you can feed them and stuff, right? So I used to go to this pub, take the boy there, and there was always be these kangaroos around. And, you know, it was just like, I don't know, about 30 of them. And I went over to them, you know, because you can walk amongst them and stuff. And I was walking around and all that. And then this big alpha male just went and stood up in front of me like this. And like proper, like hench, all muscly around here, like you see. And I just went, sorry, mate. Just like backed away slowly. I was scared he was going to punch me, honestly. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, don't mess with the kangaroos. All right, so save project, blah blah blah. It's going to play on VCL, whatever that is, the player thing. So I don't know if it's going to work. So I can hear. Could you tell us a little bit about how do you press stop? What you do? Nope, shush. All right. Let me just figure. I'm so sorry, guys. So unprofessional. Let me just try this out. Oh, bollocks. Big fat hairy ones. So, could you tell us if you can hear what I can hear. Yourself and what you do, what your charity does? Oh, bugger. Sorry, guys.
My name is Ibrahim.
I can't press stop.
I'm based in Ghana, specifically the northern
Oh,
part
for
of
fuck's
Ghana.
sake.
I am the founder and executive director
of
fuckity
bollocks.
Development.
Hang on a minute. Shit. All right, hang on. Let's see. How can I? I've got it right there. It's right there, guys. It's right there. Let's see if I can just play it from the thingy. I don't know how to. Does anyone know how to do VCL? Or if I can open it with something else? Cast to a device, open with Windows Media Player. I don't love this. It's not funny. No, I hate it. So, oh my God. Right. Where's the thing? Because the thing is I've got a TV screen, right? And I can't, I've gone through all the settings on the remote. And you know when like the picture's just a little bit out? And so I can't quite see the edges. So I have to like, I can't see where the X is. And I have to resize all the doodahs and all sorts of shit. So the doodahs and thingies. All right. Okay. 1 second. I've almost got it. And hopefully the sound's going to be okay. That's what I'm worried about the most. Right. So where is the screen? So window. Ruse petrify you? No. Look at the post. Look at my community post. I put I put some photos from when I was on a holiday once. Hang on. Right. Okay. Let's see if this works. I hope it does. Whoop. What can you see? Do you see what I see? All right. Please tell me if the sound is okay on this. I'll just fuck that one off. Go away. All right. Okay. I'm going to press play. Oh, I'll turn the volume up first. Whoops. Oh, why won't it play? Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, here we go. Right. Hang on. I'll turn it up and press play. Right. So, could you tell us a little bit about yourself and what you do, what your charity does, please?
My name is Abu Ibrahim. I am based in Ghana, specifically the northern part of Ghana. I am the founder and executive director of the Center for Communities Education and Youth Development. It is a youth-focused organization which is based in the northern part of Ghana. And our focus.
So Abu is the executive director for a community center education and youth development charity, CCEYD for short. They have a website where you can make donations and stuff.
It's a charity organization.
Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah.
Yeah, in non-profit. And we are registered with the Registrar General of Ghana.
Yeah.
Which is responsible for giving certificates for those who are working in the social sector.
Awesome.
Okay.
Sector. Yeah, that's great. Yeah. How we met was talking to your Facebook posts, right? You put something about it being approved to be able to build an applied scholastics centre, right? And so I was like, I got scared, for you because I'm like, oh, no, not applied scholastics. And I didn't expect you to message me. I thought you were going to think that I was crazy or, because I comment to a lot of people to try and help them to stay away from Scientology. But you did. You messaged me, and I'm so glad that you did. And I'm really glad that you listened to what I had to say.
It needs to be part of it. And then I just realized that, no, what you are telling me is really true.
Why did
I
that skip?
shouldn't in any way involve myself in it. Because I started, I was basically doing an education on, the capacity.
No.
The way to happiness. Think about the way to happiness.
Yeah, it's just like the 10 Commandments, right? It's just simple.
Let me just show you a copy of it. Let me show you.
Oh, I definitely know what it is.
Sorry. Yeah.
It's so sweet.
Yeah. So that's the master copy.
This is one of the.
Okay, that's great.
Yeah. I know one of the front groups, this is how they try to get people in. They got the Way to Happiness, Foundation for a Drug-Free World, Youth for Human Rights,
Exactly.
the volunteer ministers. What else?
I'm involved in all the things.
Yeah. So that's how they found you. They found you online. You saw Way to Happiness, free booklets. So you ordered some and they came for free. They were free.
Yeah, I ordered from and then they sent me the whole lot, and I was giving out to children in the schools because I'm passionate about helping children. When you live in the community and the children don't even have books to read.
I know.
So I didn't have books to provide to the children, so we engaged them. So, and then you see that some people started donating individually, donating books to me.
Okay.
Yeah, they started donating to me, and I was expanding, and I was giving them out to children.
Didn't donate any money though.
You don't get that support again because I don't want to involve people into it because you can see that initially in my Facebook page, you can see that I was sharing those, I was doing this and what have you.
Yeah.
And then that ring a bell when a volunteer from Germany came to my office to assist me. He saw those books and he was kind of worried. He said, no, I shouldn't be involved in this. So I never thought I That's something serious. He even told me that because of my involvement in that, some people may deny me some donations or some grants.
Yeah.
So when you contacted me, all those
Bloody signal.
things refreshing my mind, and I said, no, I have to really control myself. You know, I have books about Scientology.
Yeah.
Is it packed in the house? Because
Yeah.
it was sent to me. All of the books. Yeah. I stopped reading everything because I don't want to implicate myself in any way. And was it last 3 years or 4 years? I even applied to go to South Africa to go to their cause. I want to go there and stay there for some time. But unfortunately, I was denied the visa. So that saved me. I would have been in one of.
Yeah, thank God. Because they will make you join the Sea Org there, you know? And do you still have the contract they asked you to sign? I would love to see the contract.
Organizations, yes, I know it quite.
Hang on a minute.
Those contracts.
There's a bit missing there. So here, I hope you can hear me all right. There's a bit missing there where he said, oh, what's happened to it? It's so jumpy because of his signal. But he said that they called him to go to FLAG, right? So they asked him to join the Sea Org, and he was going to join the Sea Org, right? And then now he's talking about the contract, you know, the Sea Org contract. So that bit must have got cut off. I'm going to try and do it. I'm going to just maybe put this interview out separately without me yabbing on, and make sure it's all okay, because I'm not impressed with that thing. Well, Joe, we've actually been talking for months and months, you know. When I first started my channel, just over, I think I had my year anniversary last week, but it was just such a shit week. I wasn't in the mood for putting it out there. So it was a year ago. It was one of the first things I did was discover this guy, and like, I don't know if anyone knows me from the beginning, when I used to do it in my son's bedroom, and it was just a mess, and the sound was terrible. I'll buy, in my opinion. I'll see you later. Yeah, and so I've been talking to him for about a year, and at first, you know, we were talking to each other every day. And we've tried many times to do an interview and just not have the signal, or, you know, something's going on. So yeah, I'm really, really glad I got to finally do this and talk to him. So if it doesn't make sense, that's what happened. He was asked to go to FLAG, and he was looking through this contract, and he just talks about it.
But I have to check through my archives to get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still have those things, but I'll have to check in my archives to get them out.
Yeah. With the contract, I've never heard of them saying that your children have to come, and I think it's because their numbers have been shrinking and shrinking and shrinking as people are getting more awareness about their crimes, and, you know, taking advantage of countries that need help and stuff. And so the contract, did it say you have to sign 1 billion years?
Yes.
Yeah.
This is very suspicious. Yeah, I don't get it, because if you are signing a contract, it should be either 1 year, 2 years, or 3 years. But if you sign something which has
But the reason that do you know why they say 1 billion years?
no.
Because they believe that you're a human body with an alien spirit inside, and the alien spirit is immortal, lives forever, and goes to another body and another body and another body. The Satan.
Oh no, I didn't edit that properly. Oops.
Holding the cans and the machine they have.
Yeah,
But it's hypnosis. It's hypnosis. It's all mind control. And they gain your trust with these front groups, this great happiness, and this to gain your trust. They give you lots of love, all the friends coming to be friends with you and tell you how amazing you are and help you or whatever. When they have you hooked, you know, you trust them, then they will try and take everything for you, and they will do it slowly. They play the long game because they think they live forever. You know?
Yeah, and one funny thing is that at times you see people reaching out that you can donate to the international whatever.
Oh no, not the IAS. No.
That is the day.
It goes to the leader. It goes to the leader.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see that. I can see it now because I've now gone through a whole lot and I've read a lot about the VK and I realized that no, that's very dangerous.
I'm so glad. I'm so glad.
I know for the signing, you know, when I was asked, they asked if you have a family, if you have children, if your children are below 18 years, then you cannot come. If you are divorced, then fine, because they don't want you to have a wife who is outside from Scientology.
That's
when you say
And
Scientology.
if you do, they will disconnect. So disconnect families. They
The children should be, like, if they are below 18, maybe they're not mature enough, and for that matter, they can't take decision on their own.
I think it's because they're not mature enough.
So if they are grown, then you can come with them. You
Yeah,
can
right.
sign in.
on the visa you can bring them. Yeah, right.
Yes, exactly.
Do you know what type of visa? Do you know which visa it was? Was it a religious visa or a working visa or?
Yeah, I think that is the reason why they denied me the visa to South Africa. You know, I was going to South Africa.
Yeah.
They denied me the visa because I did it. I was supposed to go there for 2.5 years. That is what I did in the site, in the form. And the category of visa was delayed.
Right.
You know, if you are going there,
It's delayed.
that means it should be a working visa.
Yeah. Okay.
So when this needs to be a working visa and they seems to be some sort of transactions, that would be the reason why they deny me the visa. The passport was with them for more than 8 months.
Yeah. Right. Okay.
Yeah, and I couldn't get a visa, and I was traveling to the same South Africa for an event. I was invited by the African Union to represent my country in a certain program in Namibia. I don't know what you get Namibia. So I went to the embassy, and I have to write to them saying that I don't need a visa anymore to South Africa.
Okay.
I wrote to them, and I was on a visa back.
Yeah. Okay.
So when I got the visa, I just went to Namibia
Yeah.
for the program that I was to go.
Okay. I'm just wondering if they still try to contact you. They're still asking.
Yeah, exactly. This so long ago, they called me, they reached out to me, asking me if I'm still interested.
Yeah.
And just recently, one lady too contacted me and said she wants to link me to one person here in Ghana who is also promoting the Harvard books. So the lady reached out to me and I told her that I'm no more interested in doing anything with them because I am not very busy and focused on my humanitarian activities.
Yeah. 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 I'm so glad. I'm so glad. And yeah, I don't know if you've looked up the history of Hubbard. It's very bad. It was
Yeah. It brings a lot about him.
I'm so glad. I'm so glad you're safe, you know.
My
Thank
root.
you. And all your efforts.
Oh, well, your friend in Germany as well. But, that was 3 years ago or something. Yeah.
Yeah. Here as a volunteer. You know, my organization, we normally get people from other countries to come and support us. You know, in his case, he was a community development expert.
Okay.
He was a development expert. So he came to Ghana, he followed us to the communities, our activities, and what have you. So when he saw that in our education activities, I was using the way to happiness and then to business,
Yeah.
he was passionate.
Because in Germany, I'm pretty sure it's recognized as a cult. It's not. They won't recognize it as a religion. You know.
Oh.
Yeah. They won't allow it to have recognition as a religion. It's a cult. Yeah. But it's still there. They still build a church there. They don't care. They do what they want. They think they are above the law. They're very dangerous. You know. Yeah.
I was just thinking of even having a school because I was just convinced and brainwashed to the extent that I needed to have a school here to practice that.
Yeah.
And I even went to some place and I was kind of serious about that. You know, and then one guy who is part of them assured me that they'll give me the support, and I did a whole lot of things, the feasibility studies and what I do, and finally he disappointed me. You see, so that disappointment too, it saves me because I'm no more involved in it as it proves. Yeah. And currently, thank God that the land that I was trying to use to build that thing, I'm now going to, it's a 4-acre land that I am now trying to use to build a school to train the youth and women in vocational and technical skills.
Yeah. So they wanted you to build it. They wanted to use it to build applied scholastics center, but with your
applied scholastics.
Yeah. It makes me so cross. I get so
It's so sweet.
And then did you say something
laughs at
about
me.
a church as well? They wanted you did some plans for
In Ghana, we don't have the Scientology church here.
No.
Yeah, we don't have that in Ghana. Yeah. But my idea, you know, having a link with most of them, my idea was that of thinking that it is something that is very good and that can change lives.
Yeah.
One way that they were enslaving people. So that was the idea of me thinking of having the applied scholastic center here.
Yeah.
And then gradually, I can establish a center, Scientology center. When you enlightened me, I realized that no, this is a death trap.
I'm so glad you.
Where I'm heading to is not safe.
Yeah. I think I must have got you just at the right time, because some people, I've messaged them and they're already brainwashed. Their brain has gone and they are very deep in it, and they think they're rude to me, or they delete me or block me, and they say, no, you don't understand. They do all of this stuff for the world, you know, because they have these fantastic advertising, you know, all the films they make. They have a whole really high-tech kind of recording studio, like a movie making place in called Golden Globe.
Just recently, someone just saw me and then text me saying that he has seen somebody in my friends who is against Scientology, and as such, I should block such people.
Oh my God, yeah, because you've got so many Scientologists in your friends. Because they add you. You've got
So they said I should block. They will just identify somebody and then say this is anti-Scientology, and for that matter, you need to block them. You need to block the person in question. So
He didn't though.
If you're asking me to block someone, why are you saying that? If you're doing something good, why are you afraid of people criticizing you?
Exactly, yeah. But it's all part of Hubbard's game, of Hubbard. Anybody who criticizes Scientology, anybody who is connected to somebody who criticizes, they are a suppressive person, you know, and it's going to bring you bad, you know, and then you have to have the auditing, which costs money, and then the N theta as well. Everything has to be theta. Everything that's theta is good. N theta is watching something that's anti-Scientology, or they're very against psychiatry as well. They think all psychiatrists are evil and they should die. They should die or be raped. This is what they say in the policies. It's disgusting. And the more up and up you go, the more dangerous it gets. It's very, very dangerous. They believe that if you have cancer, you can treat it with the auditing. You know, they've denied medical help for people, and they've died. So, and I think you've frozen again.
The link is down again.
Oh, you're back.
The link is very bad. It's very bad.
Because you're not in the city of Ghana. You're in a rural area. How many hours from the capital?
Yeah, you know, Ghana is having 16 administrative regions.
Yeah.
Greater Accra is the capital, which is the seat of the government, and I am in the northern part of Ghana.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm in another part of Ghana, which is 1 hour flight. From Accra to Tamale is 1 hour by flight, and then 12 hours by bus.
Yeah, okay.
If you are going to the capital city, it is 12 hours by bus, and then 1 hour by flight. So it's very far. And when I am, the northern part is deprived from a whole lot of economic activity because we don't have mineral resources like the southern part. They have gold, they have oil, they have all the minerals, but here, over 80% of the people in the northern region are farmers.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
We rely on farming, and here we only have one season. Farming season is only once. So when the rain starts, you plow for 4 months. After the 4 months, dry season for 6 months.
Yeah, okay. What about education?
So public
Sorry.
education, yes, education is catching up with us. Education, we are catching up with the southern parts of the country, but the rural communities are really finding it very hard to cope with the cities.
Yeah.
You know, the cities, they have libraries, they have good infrastructure. But if you go to the villages, they don't have libraries, they don't even have books to read.
Yeah.
Some people, I could remember some video was just circulating a girl who was afraid to touch the mouse of a computer because she has never seen it before.
Oh, no.
So no books, no library, no nothing. Even some teachers, those who are teaching them, some people don't even have email addresses. How more?
Yeah.
You understand? So what we are doing in as our way of contributing to society is at times try to reach out to those who cannot afford the reading books, to get them reading materials, those who cannot afford school uniforms, to afford them, to get them some reading uniforms, and then supporting the youth in dress making, that is tailoring, and welding too. So you see, I was telling you that I was filling a form, and I need 20 minutes to finish the form before I come back to you. Yeah. So that form, I was filling it to request for some tools from one organization to help us with tools. So with machines, carpentry tools, masonry tools, and welding tools to help the rural folks, to help the rural youth, especially the girl child, to be able to gain an employable skills.
Yeah, no, that's great. That's awesome. All right, so you've cut off from them, so you've left all their groups and things. And what you're so brave for like saying I don't have anything to do with this. I'm so glad that you do. And I've heard so many stories about where they're sending you mail, sending all these letters and newsletters all the time. Do they send you lots of mail in the
A lot. Even now, I still receive those informations. I still receive the information. And you know, I was doing the online courses, self-analysis, problems at work, and what have you. Even now, if you check my inbox, a whole lot of emails say that you have any problem, do you need assistance for us to guide you to do your course? You've left the course for over 2 years or 1 year. A whole lot of stories about that. And because I'm not more interested, they even call all the time asking me if I'm still I will be doing my course. They even paid for it because they wanted me to do it.
Yeah. Oh, did they pay? They paid you to do courses for volunteer ministers, and they?
Yeah, some courses are free, but some courses they pay to do it.
Yeah.
Like I finished self-analysis and dynetics. So now self-analysis. Now I'm moving to problem at work.
Yeah.
Problem at work.
Please don't.
No, I'm not even talking. There was a period that you reach out to me. That was a period that you reach out to me. So since I'm not even open and book to read about anything regarding the
because even Dianetics, when you read the book Dianetics, that is the start of the process of the mind control stuff.
Yeah.
It's,
Sure. I've never heard that.
Yeah. Oh God, I'm so glad.
So.
But they will never stop mail. Okay, they will never stop. There are people I've heard of that have been getting mail for 30 years, and they they moved house, and
Maybe
somehow they find
email.
them. They find their new house, and they still sending them mail for decades.
Wow.
Years and years. Yeah, I don't know how they find people. They have their own intelligence agency with
Oh.
private investigators and all sorts of stuff. Big top lawyers. They have a lot of money.
That's a little telling you that we are facing here.
Oh no! What's happened? Oh, it's all right. Okay, that's good.
Oh, what is going on?
It is amazing work. Yeah, just keep me updated if anything
Sorry about that.
bad happens or anything you're worried about. You know, I'm always here if you need to ask questions. I've been studying about Scientology for over 10 years, and I know lots and lots and lots
Oh,
of
that's
stuff about it. Yeah. And I have friends that are ex-Scientologists that have been abused in the church, and they covered up the crimes. You know. So yeah.
Because of my interest, I was having greater interest of moving out of the country
Yeah.
because of the challenges that I have faced. And like I told you the other time, I just want a situation where I may go out, struggle to get some resources, and then come back to continue the help that I offer to people. So I was just eager to move out. And, they were always telling me that, oh, come to USA, come to this, come to that, a whole lot of things, South Africa and what have you. And I was eager to go.
Yeah.
But now that I have seen the reality, I've just taken that off my mind. And I believe that without them, I can move ahead. Without them, I can still do the work that I love doing. My passion is just to make sure that every child have access to good education. Every child or every community have access to good water, potable water.
Yeah.
Or those people in the rural communities have equal access to those in the cities and what have you. And that is exactly what I want to do. And I have the belief and passion, and I have the deeper conviction that it will work.
You do. You have great energy. You really do. But and this is what really disgusts me about Scientology is they know this. They know there are really good people who want to help. And something similar happened in Uganda. There was a guy. Some of the volunteer ministers. That's how they get a lot of people in. There was a guy. They took him in to work for volunteer ministers in a remote village in Uganda. And they asked him, they said,
Oh, I'm so sorry about these
teach the
sound
children
things.
English. And then they never paid him. And what they were doing is this one Ugandan man, he's volunteer minister, but he was doing a scam with an American lady and telling everyone they were taking photos of the children doing. Do you know what the communication course where you have to sit one person in a chair, you sit opposite each other in the chairs and stare at each other for 2 hours. You have to do this. They were getting the children sitting there doing this and reading all of Hubbard's books and taking photographs.
Bloody signal, and I'm sorry about the sound things. That program's obviously shit.
There's this American woman. They get the people to be volunteer ministers. They do the 19 free courses, and then they get them to go to disaster sites. They make all the African people, all the black people doing all of the hard work. You don't see them doing it. And trying to take them to the Sea Org, and it just makes me think, it's not good. Then they take photographs. They ask people, make it look like you're doing some digging, or that they're taking pictures of children and telling people that they were orphans and they were going to build an orphanage for these children, but they weren't orphans. So they were saying they were taking photos of these buildings and this land. It was all fake. They're saying, we're going to build an orphanage here. These children are taking pictures of people's children at a school and saying these are orphans and we need money for their uniforms, money for their books. And it was all a lie. These were children where their parents are working hard to pay for their children to go to school, and it's hard to do that in some African countries, and they must be very proud to be able to do that. And then they're having their children paraded as orphans. It's disgusting, and and then all these rich American people are donating money to this lady that's doing a scam. And Ugandan men, he knows all about it. He's taking the photos, sending them to America, and she's paying him maybe little bit of money, little bit of money. American money, it's a little bit of money, but it's a lot in Uganda.
Yeah.
He's got himself a car.
Sure.
He's got a car. He's just got a second wife. He's living this good life. He's going to university. You have to pay for a wife, don't you? So it's like he's going to university, and it's all a scam. How I found out again, it was messaging. I found out because there was another man who did the volunteer ministers. He got sent to work with the scam one. Asked him to do all this fake stuff.
Okay.
He said, "No, this is wrong. I'm not doing fake stuff." And so he left. And then he was told. I messaged him, and he told me all about it. And I did an interview with him as well, because I'm trying to expose them. So we got lots of evidence, and we actually went to the FBI. I went to the FBI, all the evidence, because they were using photographs of, like you say, getting taps for the villages for them so they have water. She was making fake stories saying, "Oh, this village, we just got the tap, and then there's these children with the water."
The number of pictures I've sent to them, it's an immediate.
No, it works. I get a picture, I do Google reverse image search. It tracks the source of the image. It was an image from Kenya. It wasn't even from there. It was somebody else's photo. They were stealing photos from the internet and pretending that they were getting water. And I contacted the water company for that region. I contacted the water company and I said, "Have you put any taps in these areas recently, or do you service this area?" Because she was putting photographs of the water engineers putting the pipes in the road. I zoomed in on their uniform. I saw the name of the water company. I contacted, and it was all a lie. It was all a lie. So I was being a detective, But yeah.
That's 2 years.
It's my passion to try and save people from this.
Yeah, and that's the right thing that you're doing. Because eventually people are in there without doing things. That's what they're doing.
Yeah.
And if you go in there, as deep as you go, you'll brainwash you, and you not think of right again, and you'll be doing things that is not good again.
They will try.
I like your hair dye. It's really nice. They can't do that.
It's
so sweet.
It's a mess, though. They will, if you have family, they will separate you. If you have money, they will take all your money. If you don't have money, they will take you as a slave. They will take you as a slave. They will have you doing renovations in houses, building churches, digging trenches. They have very, very strict punishment. You'll be eating very little food. But I know some people, some African countries, they might be desperate. They want to get out of their country, and maybe they think it's going to be a better life, and then they're getting conned.
That's what I was thinking. I was thinking that when I get there, it will be better for me. That was initially what I was thinking. Yeah, I was just thinking of getting out of my country because since we're waiting the right and what have you. I know I wasn't getting the right support for what I was doing. I was trying all that I can, trying to raise funds to do things and what have you. And it was great. I told you some time back that I'm also into farming. I'm also into farming. But some year will come, you not have resources to farm, and that year that means you go through a whole lot of things. And so when you go through these challenges, any little thing like that, you will want to capitalize on it just to move out of the country.
Yeah.
Yeah. But when I saw the contract and realized that no, that's after you telling me a little about them, I just said no, this is not a place to go. And just have to back up.
And they take your passport as well. You go to flag and they will take your passport.
Oh no.
You don't have a chance of going out.
No?
Are we going to Nairobi? I'm going to Nairobi on Saturday for a meeting.
Yeah.
Nairobi, Kenya. Yeah, I'm going for it. And I'll be going on Saturday. I'll be leaving Ghana.
Yeah.
And I'll return on somewhere. Yeah, I'll be back somewhere 13 or 14. I'll be back in Ghana on the 14th.
Yeah. Okay. That's cool. But they're doing stuff there. I found evidence of Scientology doing stuff in 20 African countries. They are trying to infiltrate, you know, because they go to the governments, they go to the police, they help lots of people start up non-profits because they want to get into the community. That was Hubbard's plan. He has a whole battle plan of infiltrating and taking over, and they call it safe pointing. I lost you again.
This part of the country is not the way it does. The network is very bad.
Yeah, it's all right. Yeah.
Yeah, we are experiencing that a lot.
Yeah. But I mean, I was wondering if there's any way that maybe you can warn these countries, you know, if you, when you go, just you tell people, because I know it's like a drop in the ocean because Africa is such a huge continent. There's so many people, so many countries, but even if we just, I can help a few people and try and stop it spreading, because I made a map of Africa and I put red dots all the places where they've been contacting people and doing courses, and then I put blue dots for where their churches are, and it's like a disease taking over the content of Africa. I love African countries and stuff, you know. I do. I love all countries, and I'm fighting for people in my country as well. In America, all around the world, you know, India, they're influencing the Philippines, Sri Lanka, in Africa, they're trying South Sudan, where else? Ivory Coast, Ghana, Nigeria, I think they have Narconon. Have you heard of Narconon? Narconon. It's so dangerous. People have died, you know. It's not.
Even in Nigeria, they have night scholastic centers there too.
There's lots of us on YouTube that we can, you know, because kids.
Oh, okay, that's great.
Kids cannot consent. That's our tagline, and we want to stop children being brainwashed. That's our main goal, you know, because they're innocent beings, and they don't know what's happening to them, and you know.
I said you need to get the cat some food.
My cat was got lots of food. My cat was now. It's night time. She wants to go out and hunt.
Oh, okay.
Kills the mice. She kills the mice and then she brings them in the house.
Doesn't have the best smile.
And then they die and it stinks.
Yeah. That's it.
Not allowed. All right. Okay. I better go anyway because it's getting late and I need to go to bed. It's
What's the time? What's the time now at your place?
10:45 p.m.
Oh,
Yeah.
and here is 2:45.
Oh, cool. So I'm 8 hours ahead.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, 8 hours. Oh, that's great.
So you're same as UK? Are you same as the UK then? UK time?
Yeah.
So originally I'm from the UK, so all my family is in the UK. Yeah. And keep up the good work. And I want to stay away from Scientology. Be careful for them.
Thank you.
Okay. All right. Lovely to speak to you, and I'll talk to you soon. Okay.
Thank you. I really appreciate it. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
How fucking lovely is he? He's such a sweetheart. I absolutely adore him. He's been a great friend. We've been in touch for, like I say, probably just under a year. Just an incredible human. So the sort of work he does, he's, you know, I've been trying to get hold of him, and like where we were meant to do an interview, and he's been in the hospital with a girl that's just been like raped. He has people in his own home
his brother passed away and he's taken on his children. He's just the happiest, most energetic, passionate person, and he really truly wants to make a difference in his country. And I just think he's incredible. And I've been helping him out a little bit because he pays somebody to do the website, and he has to do a payment every year. And at the moment, because I went to get the website to show you guys, because they do have a donation bit on it if you do want to help him. But at the moment it's down because he hasn't been able to pay this bill. So the bill was $163 or $167. So I've given him 100. I gave him like 50 a couple of months ago. Like, it's been months. He just doesn't have the money to pay for this website, and it's a really good website, and it's got like an easy donation thing. He doesn't have a YouTube now because his signal's crap, and but he does have. Actually, I can share the Facebook page. So it was funny because the Scientologist reached out to him and said, "Oh, there's a girl on your Friends that's anti-Scientology," and asked him to disconnect, and he didn't. So I was just like, yay. So he actually started another profile because he's just got so many Scientologists on his he's got 1.5K friends, and most of them are freaking Scientologists. Let me just find the Facebook group and I'll drop the link in. But yeah, at the moment, I mean, I can't afford. I was going to send him I want to send him the 63. So $63 in Australian is more than US dollars. So it's something, for me, it's like $100, and I've already paid $100 over the past couple of months. So I can't afford any for a little while because I'm trying to get my shots and stuff. This is his Facebook page. So yeah, I guess I can't really. The website address is on that Facebook page. Maybe just keep checking it every now and then. And if you want to send him something, he's ever so grateful just for any help. He helps children, so child brides, FGM, so like female genital mutilation, just trying to educate kids. They do loads of different activities and stuff. And yeah, and so Scientology got hold of him, I think 3 years ago, through the Volunteer Minister program online. Oh no, it wasn't. It was through Way to Happiness. Yeah, Way to Happiness. And then, like you said, all these Scientologists are reaching out and donating books. None of them donate money. And this is the way, like, how it's so messed up. Thanks, Joe. What's so messed up about it is that I've seen it again. Like, I recently met a 23-year-old lad from Pakistan. I don't know if anyone who's in here that's friends with me on Facebook, but I was trying to help him out as well. So his parents have been killed. He's Christian in Pakistan. His church has been burnt down in his village, and he's desperately trying to get out of Pakistan, and he hasn't got any money. I've got a Scientologist on my page who's been arguing with everything that I'm putting up, and I've left him there just because, I know he's not going to listen to little old me, but sometimes you can plant a seed and hope that they will question stuff. And, my biggest sign at the next protest is going to be your doubts are valid. I think that's really powerful. And I think that, every Scientologist must have doubts. They really, Anyway, I've gone totally off track. I'll go on a tangent. I'm sorry. I do apologize. I do have severe ADHD and I'm not medicated. So what was I saying? Blah. No, it's gone. Yeah, no, I've totally lost it. I've totally lost what I was saying. And the more I try and think about it. But he does incredible work. Yeah, he may listen. Oh, that's what I was saying. It was about that guy. So I made like a GoFundMe for this kid, and he's 23. I added this Scientologist to like a group chat, and we were trying to like encourage donations and stuff, and he just sort of ignored everyone. And I just thought, well, there you go, because degraded beings or whatever, they see homeless people as degraded beings. I believe, I'm pretty sure that's what they think. And so how are you helping the planet? And it's all about pushing Hubbard's books. It's all about getting everyone onto Dianetics, and that's how the planet's going to be saved. You know, they sent him, so this Abu, who was just on, they did start off with the Way to Happiness, then it was the Volunteer Ministers, then it was Youth for Human Rights. If you go on his Facebook page, he does have all the pictures of the kids with the Way to Happiness, all of the Youth for Human Rights, all of that. And I said, you know, his friend said to him 3 years ago, the German one said, oh, you know, this Scientology stuff, it might stop people giving you donations. And I said the same. I said, especially for my community, if they go onto your page and see all these kids with Way to Happiness, they're going to think, oh, no, Scientology, no, it's fake, it's a scam. It really isn't. He's just, you know, the photos look good compared to other photos that he has. Like he said, these kids don't have any books. They don't have anything to read. So in his mind, any book is okay to read, you know, just to practice reading in general. I mean, Way to Happiness is pretty harmless, I think, but it's more the kind of premise behind it, isn't it? So yeah, I will keep people updated as soon as his website's up and running, or if anyone wants to help towards the cost of getting his website, it's either $63 or $67. I do have his Western Union details. I don't want to go putting them out everywhere because it has his name and address and everything on it. So if anyone wants to donate, you can stick it in my PayPal or whatever, or let me know, and I can forward it on to him through Western Union so he can get his website up again and then use the donation thingy through there. Otherwise, I will be donating to him whenever I can, here and there. But like I said, I've got my protest coming up. I've got my shots next month. But I will try and put a bit in there whenever I can, because I do think it's really important what he's doing, and I want to support him. I think he's absolutely fantastic, you know. I had months of him messaging every day to see how I am, see how my son is, you know. He's lovely. And hasn't he got the best smile? You know, like when he's lovely. Absolutely love him. So, yeah, just reach out if you'd like to help him out. That would be amazing. And there was a couple of things somebody said. I'll just go through the comments. Your corporate what? Well, that could be many things, Millie. Many things. Yeah, he deserves all the support in the world, man. He's a true angel, you know, he really is. Oh, excuse me. I didn't realize it's 10 o'clock at night here. Yeah, it's difficult if you're under the radar and your family's in. That's, you know, it's so hard. And that's what I mean, you know, the suppressive and the end theta and all that, it's just so much control. And I don't see how, it's just slow indoctrination, isn't it? They can't see it. But one of the guy, I keep saying it, but the guy I spoke to outside the Perth org, the Scientologist, I said, look, this theta stuff, I said, if you're being told what you can and can't watch, don't you think that's a bit dodgy? And he went, I never thought of it like that. And I always wonder where that guy is. And he's still in. And, you know, I really want to start going down to the org more and seeing the ins and outs and checking in on people, you know. Yeah. So, yeah, and that is my main purpose. Whoops, sorry. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, and so... And they've been doing it for quite a while, but they seem to be kind of ramping it up maybe. I know the ED for my local org, so in Perth, the ED, the executive director, so like the leader, it's a family-run org. He, probably about, I don't know if it's around 10 to 12 years ago, he did there was a massive big thing going around Asia. He went to the Philippines, Malaysia, Indonesia, all of that, you know, doing loads of work and stuff. And yeah. Oh, that'd be lovely. I think, you know, even just sending books, and he was saying he was asking for tools, you know, to teach people. He just wants to teach these people their own skills so they can be self-sufficient, dressmaking, sewing machines, things like that, you know. It would be lovely. It'd be just, you know, and sometimes he has, you know, over our contact over the last year, he does get kind of down sometimes, and he's like, I just, you know, doesn't feel like he can get the donations, he's not moving forward, and really wants to help these people. So yeah, it's he you know, he was asking if there's anything he can do over here to make some money and then send back, you know. He doesn't want to give up on it, and yeah, I really admire him for that. Hey Corn Freak, how you going? I'm nearly finished now. I got my interview on the go finally after some technical stuff. Oh, excuse me. And yeah, my boy is still awake. He went out to a movie with his friends. So that was good. That's the first bit of socializing he's done in a very long time. So I'm very proud of him for doing that. I'm going to stop biting my lip. But yeah, I don't know. Is Mona on tonight, or have I totally gone over her time? Thanks for hanging in there, Joe. You've been a legend. Thank you. And Irish, you haven't had any trouble where to chuck anyone out. It's too quiet here. Yeah, he wouldn't go in this morning, and I think, did I tell you that? I had to get the chaplain over to talk to him, and he finally went in. And then, yeah, I went to pick him up when he wanted to stay with his friends. So amazing. 1:30. Oh, was she on before me, or what's your time now? I've got absolutely no idea. You still haven't been asleep. Why? What have you been up to? All I can think about is you in the shower, mate. Not in a pervy way, but like, it's so funny. Oh my God. But yeah. Oh my God. I haven't been sleeping very well all week with all the drama. Oh, so she was on an hour ago. Is that what you said? 1:30. Oh, okay. All right. So I've gone over her thingamabobby. All right. Is she still on now? No, she wouldn't be on now, would she? She goes on for about an hour, doesn't she? Let me know. But I will sort that video out a bit more, because it's obviously, there was lots of jumpy bits and the subtitles are wrong in places. I'll go through it all and I'll just put just the interview out by itself. She is. All right. Well, I'm going to bugger off and pop into Mona's then. So yeah, thanks again everyone for being here. I'll keep you updated with any updates with Abu, and I might have him on again. So if anybody has any questions they'd like me to ask him, please comment in this live, you know, in the bottom bit, and let me know. Well, mate, you put it out there, you know. It's just, I don't know, it's funny. Yeah, please pop over to Mona and show her support for her, and the link's there. Thank you, Joe. And yeah, just what was I saying before you interrupted me with the shower thing? I don't know. Yeah, I'm just going to go over to Mona's. But yeah, comment in the thingy, in the comment section if there's anything you'd like me to ask Abu. And oh, thanks, Millie. Yes, awesome. Yes, feel free to email me any stuff, apart from pretending to be other people and sending me abuse. That's not very nice, and I've had a lot of that this week. And yeah, it's just not on, is it? But yeah, always double check. And everyone, please, because all this madness going on at the moment, there was a lot of trolls going around. If anybody, if you get an email from me and it's got any weird shit in it, right? Hopefully you know me a bit now. Please double check with me at my email address, which Joe's just dropped. Thank you, Joe. Check that it's me. With everyone, just check, double check everyone and say, you know, go to the source and say, was that you? You know, blah, blah, blah. Hey, Haggis. Sorry, mate. I've got 3 wrenches in here. I'm so privileged. Yeah, just check. Just fucking, you know, look after each other out there. It's fucking wild at the moment. But yeah, I'm going to go. I need to eat something and try and get an early night, as boring as that sounds. I might not, though. All right, guys, take care, everyone. And have I got an outro today? Have I got an outro? Should I put a song on? I'll put a song on again. I like putting a song on. I keep meaning to line them up. What song should we have? Da, 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 da. Let's see. Let me just find the song. What was that, Corn? Oh, shiddles. What happened there? Go away, silly thing. Oh, no. That's out. What did you say, Corn, about keeping the camera on? Oh, the camera. Oh, with the thing, yeah. life in the shower. It's fun on that channel. There's some great people over there. So yeah. If only we didn't get shit for it. Hey. What was I doing? Finding a song. I'll find a song to sing you out, and I'll see you next time. I know I'm not a regular person. I'm all over the shop. I apologize for that, and I endeavor to improve on that in the future, but maybe not the immediate future, because I've got enough shit going on at the moment. And yeah, my life's sporadic. Music. Right, okay, pick one. We've got No Good Con Man. We've got 2D Blues. We've got The Word Game. We've got Your Song, Joe. What do we got? A Voice Down Under. My like theme tune. Or Rise and Fall. What do you reckon? I'll just choose one, eh? I like making decisions, if you hadn't noticed. I'm going to put on... I'm going to put Aussie one, eh? Whoops. No, fuck off. Hang on a minute. Oh, bollocks. Not that one. No, fuck off. Oh my God, I keep pressing the wrong button. Pause, not back. Oh my God, what is wrong with this? Fuck it. I'm just gonna put it on. And there's no sound. Hang on. All right. Aussie, Aussie, Aussie. Right, exit it on really. All right, see you later, guys. Love you lots. Thanks for coming. Bye.
I met the Sheila at the hotel, she was Bon's mate. Alright, I seen that thing from reckon it was fate, but then I caught her sneaking out. Oh, crikey, what a sight. Turns out she was out today. All bloody night. It's a blow, mate. Now I'm done. Declare my drugs now. Now I'm on the run. Don't need for love, they all breaks through. If it think I'm made, I've got the 2D Blues. I'll try some 2W. She sat down for a yak, but a 1-for-1 smile just stabbed me in the back. He also speaks in bother handle your 2D, but all this jargon is fucking mad. It's lost on me. It's a blow late down time. Too much to have some fun or grab me dogs again. The fuck with the crew, they're thinking I'm late. Stuff to do, 2D Blues. Down, snap the dagger, the orc. They're pushing conditions, but I'm grabbing the grog. The Sheila's no good. She's a flap on wheels, so I'll detonate her and see how it feels. She says you've got CI and your stats are shot, but fed. Think I'm love, this ain't worth the job. I'll blow, but it's cold, grab me as you take flight. Cause in the end, you'll be right, mate. You'll be right. It's a blow, mate, yeah. Free, no more dunny. Meetings mess with me. Hey, us crock and stats are too. I'm done. I'm with this stuff, no more to deep. Turns out the orcs just a heap of fire. All these bloody acronyms, who even cares? 13 to lay on had enough stress. Life's too short, time to live.